think my third year playing, and I just love the competition and being able to play, playing in the summertime and get this type of work out there when guys are playing for. It takes it to a whole nother level when guys are playing for money, so it's hard to find this type of intensity in the summertime. So that's one of the main reasons why I play, and I think the team is different this year because we're a little bit more complete. I think most of the years we had too many bigs and wings and not enough guards, but I think this year we got a more balanced team.
Jordan Crawford is a huge addition for us because in the past, when we've lost games, I think we've needed guys that could score and shoot and make plays, and he brings that. I mean, he's played in the NBA for several years. He's played overseas, and he had 50 points in an NBA game at one point. So he's a known scorer and a veteran and really gets it done. So he's a great addition. Andrew White, former Syracuse player who knocks down shots, plays hard, works hard, and brings that veteran mentality where he just wants to go out and get his job, do the job and get the job done. And Mike Benajay, another former Syracuse player, who the type of guy who can play the 1 through 4, athletic, can shoot, play the point, play the 3, play on the defensive end, can do a multitude of things. So he's a welcomed addition. And then we have Mookie Watkins, who's played with us a couple years ago, 6'10", 6'11", big body, a little bit older, but he's a veteran, understands the game, and understands what we need to do to win. And then B.J. Johnson, who's played here and then transferred to LaSalle, but has gotten better and better over the past couple of years. He's been with some NBA teams and brings some athleticism, shooting, and just a lot of versatility. I think in the world of basketball, no matter who you are, where you came from, if you can play the game, you're gonna have a spot, and that's the situation with Jordan Crawford. When Eric, presented the idea to me to have him come, I said, absolutely, that's a no-brainer. And he's come in, he's worked hard, he's fit right in and meshing well with the guys, and it's been great.
It's new for everybody, honestly. Every year it's going to be different players you haven't played with, so you just understand each other. We all professionals, so that make it a lot easier. So it wasn't too difficult to adjust.
I think the atmosphere has been the right one. We got some guys that we like to call vets, and they're doing a lot of teaching, leading the practices, and kind of just setting the mood, setting the tone.
Me deciding to play again is a no-brainer. I love the competition. I love getting back with these guys. Young and old, played here throughout the years. It's good to just get back and have that camaraderie and compete.
I came back, a couple years ago. I don't get a chance to come up here much, so being able to come and see how much has changed, seeing the locker room and all the new stuff that they have that we didn't have when I was a player is good to see, and just meeting and seeing the new and younger guys, and just some of the other alumni that came after me, and being with them and just being able to spend time with them, it's been great.
The thing about this is this one game and you're out, so the pressure is on from the get-go, and at the end of the day, these are all professionals. Everybody has the ability to score. Everybody has the ability to be beaten on any given night. So I'm not thinking about who we're playing or what's going on. I'm just focused on showing up and being the best Andrew White I can be when I'm on the floor, because it only takes one bad game for our season, so to speak, to be over. So the one seed mentality, you can't have that in these kind of tournaments, because as you see in the tournament, high seeds go down all the time, and we're not trying to be one of those.
You gotta bring it, and especially when it's a single game elimination, you don't have the chance to say we'll come back the next time. So you got to take every game like it's it could be your last, or like it's a championship, and just take it one game at a time and not try to look ahead and things like that.
We're one of the teams in the tournament that really started to get the alumni teams together, and our fan support is great. Obviously when it wasn't here, it was great. So now having it be here, it's sold out already. So it just goes to show you, what type of support they're bringing. We're just looking forward to get out there and playing in front of them. It's going to be like old times, and and seeing a bunch of old faces and familiar faces, and hearing the cheers, it'll be a lot of fun.
It's awesome to have that fan, that support. There's some games in the past. 2 years ago, we were down 25 in Brooklyn, and we wouldn't have come back without their energy and support. I can only imagine what it's going to be like here at OCC. The games are already sold out, the majority, the first day especially. We need that support and that love, and that it's great for the community, it's great for the fan base. When there's nothing going on during the summer, basketball-wise, and people are waiting for football season, to have this tournament come here, knowing the following we've had in the past summers, it's going to be crazy. We're excited.
We've been having some pro Syracuse crowds over the past years, in Philadelphia and Brooklyn, played in Atlanta. So I know here in Syracuse, it's probably going to be nuts this weekend. So we're looking forward to it. I think we got the best fans in the world, and they show it every night, and I know it's definitely going to be crazy.
We had a couple turnovers in transition or whatever, it happens. But, we took their best shot. Now we got to go play.
Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win!
Be able to, fight through the adversity. In this tournament, seeding really doesn't mean much, man, to tell you the truth. All these guys, play college basketball, whether, Division I, Division II, Division III, but they haven't played college basketball for a while. These guys are all professionals, so they've been playing overseas for a while, and their game has evolved, and they got better. So, seeding doesn't really mean much, but, just for us, man, just fighting through that adversity, knowing that teams they're going to hit shots, and to be able to fight through that and get this type of win, it shows a lot of character about our team. Because obviously we were we were the team that was supposed to win by a lot. But for us to be able to come in here and grind this win out, I think it shows a lot about our team.
It's been a great experience for me because, like you said, one long season. I got here the day before fall classes started, and I left probably a week after the season ended. So I had about 7 months to be embraced by these people. And the size of the dome, obviously, you don't get the opportunity to run across so many people that come by and support. So to get here on a little bit smaller scale and just be able to be in arm's reach of all of these great people, young and old, men and women that have supported me while I was at Syracuse and the 2 years I've been out, it means a lot. And that's why I try to sign every autograph, take every picture, and touch every person here, just because those are opportunities that came very rarely for me, just because I had 7 months. So for some of these guys who played 3, 4, 5 years, they've gotten used to it a little bit. For me, it's kind of something so precious because my time here was like a blur.
It's tough, but they're going to do what they have to do. We have some young guys, BJ and John and Mike Benjay, that can come in and give us some energy off the bench again. With Lorenze, it was a better balance today. I think Lorenze played 25 minutes yesterday, and Luke played 8 yesterday. So I think it was a better balance, and we got them more time. So it's just really just balancing their time. And I always go at them and ask them, "Are you okay? Are you good?" Or I gauge how they're playing, if they're playing defense hard or whatnot. So that's on me too. So they'll do their part and I'll do my part. Hard to beat a team that has 18 offensive rebounds. That's too many possessions to give up. 40-point games at half, and I think they had 9 at half and another 9 in the second half. When you get stops and they miss, can't give them opportunity. Can't. That's tough.
That was my last game, so I appreciate being able to go out there and compete with y'all. And just playing from Syracuse, haven't played there in 14, 15 years, and get back with y'all, watch y'all, watch y'all grow up, man. And I just appreciate y'all welcoming me and letting me back with y'all.
I mean, I hate to lose, obviously, but I just love getting away and being with you guys for this 1-2 weeks. Outside of everything else, I'm real comfortable with this. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel good around y'all. Like, A.O. was my roommate for 4 straight years. I mean, I knew Jordan. I watched Hag play with Mook. Coach these guys. So, it means a lot to get back with y'all. You know what I mean? And it's more fun to me than y'all really know. You know what I mean? Just like Hag said, getting out there competing with y'all. I just appreciate it. Obviously, we want to win the money, but we can't get everything we want sometimes. So, but besides that, man, I love getting out there and hooping, man. I love playing in front of the fans. I mean, just for Jordan to see the support that we get, from a Syracuse standpoint, I think it's pretty cool for him. A pretty cool experience for him to see that. You know what I mean? So, every university don't get that love. So it's like Hag said, we never. For me now, I don't know when it's gonna be my last time to play. So I just appreciate it, man. Lacing them up and competing hard with y'all. Family on 3, man. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Just the experience all the way around has been amazing to me, just to be able to catch up with the coaches, some of the current SU guys, catch up with some of the guys on my team that I didn't know too well personally, but had seen in my younger years, and just to play with these guys and compete with all of these fans who have come from all over this area to support us. And it's been great. A lot of us have decisions and places to go soon, so this is a great getaway and distraction to kind of avoid all of that that's going on in our everyday lives. So, Syracuse basketball is a beautiful thing. I'm glad they put on this event, and looking forward to the future. Here, you get nothing like it, so I hope they can do whatever it takes to host another regional here next year, just because I feel like these fans deserve it. My last year was 2017, and I think 15 years ago was Hawks last year, give or take. So to have 15 years of Syracuse basketball on one team is something that years ago you would have never thought would happen. So that's an experience in itself. You're going to see a lot of pictures that will float across the internet of like me and Eric, John, and those guys. You're going to see combinations that you never thought you would see in a Syracuse jersey. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's something that I'll keep with me for life to take with the rest of my Syracuse experience.